Hello. Um, this recording will be about simple interest. When we're working with a simple interest rate, and this is from section 5.1, we have three formulas. Really, you only need two formulas. I equals PRT, and then either one of these, where A equals P times 1 plus RT, or A equals P plus I, the principal plus the interest, because I is your interest, the amount of interest that you're making. P is the principal or starting amount. R is the percent written as a decimal. T is time in years. Time in years, then, if you're thinking of 6 months, you have to rewrite that in years. It would be 6/12 of a year, or 1/2 of a year, dividing top and bottom by 6. And so since there's 12 months in a year, it would be 6/12. So T is time in years. A is the total amount at the end of T years. It's also called the maturity value. And that's why you could just take your principal and add your interest to get the total amount at the end, rather than using this formula. Okay, let's try one. Now I will attach these for you, but number 5, I don't know if you can see that. I have it stored. There we go. Number 5, find the simple interest rate. We have $25,000 at 3% for 9 months. So simple interest rate means the I equals PRT. So if we go back to our formula, we're looking for I because we want the simple interest rate. The principal we were given, that's your starting amount, $25,000. R is the interest rate written as a decimal, and the interest rate was 3%. If you write a percent as a decimal, divide by 100 or move the decimal to the left 2, so it's 0.03. The time was 9 months. Writing it in terms of years would be 9/12. And then we just multiply that together. When you multiply it together, you should get $562.50. So that's how much interest you made. If you wanted the total amount, then you would take your interest and add your principal. It's $25,562.50. So that would be the total amount in the account at the end of 9 months. Let's try another one. 12. Number 12. Find the maturity value and the amount of simple interest earned. $12,000 at 5.3% for 11 years. So they want simple interest and the maturity value. So it's up to you which way you would want to do it. So we can practice using the other formula. We will use, we'll find the maturity value first. just in case you decide to use that formula. Going back to the camera, we'll try this formula. A is the total amount at the end, or the maturity value. So that's what we're looking for. P is the starting amount, which in this case was $12,000. And we have 1 plus. Our interest rate was 5.3%, written as a decimal 0.053, because you need to move over 2 or divide by 100. And T was time in years. It was 11 months, so that would be 11/12. And then you would just plug that into your calculator. And when you plug it into your calculator, you should get $12,583. It also asks for the interest. You could go back to the interest formula, or you can use this one, either one. If we use this, we know the total amount at the end. And we know we started with 12,000, and we're looking for our interest. Subtract the 12,000, because we're getting interest by itself. And you're left with $583. So the interest that was made was $583, which gave us $12,583 maturity value. Let me try one more. Number 14. Number 14. If $23,500 earned simple interest of $1,057 in 9 months, what was the interest rate? So it is simple interest, and we have the starting amount, because if $23,500 earned interest of $1,057. So we don't have the total amount at the end. We have the starting amount and the interest, which means we'll use I equals PRT. We're going to use this formula because they told us the interest was $1,057.50. The starting amount was $23,500. We're looking for the interest rate, and they told us it was 9 months. Remember, T is in years, so it'd be 9 out of 12, or 9/12 of the year. You don't have to reduce it because you're plugging it into the calculator. So to solve for R, the first thing I would do, because this is all multiplied together, we can multiply these two together. So if we take 23,500 times 9/12, we get 17,625 times R. And when you're solving for a variable, you want to think the last one we were adding, so we subtracted it. This one we're multiplying, do the opposite, divide it. So R equals 0.06. You have to remember they wanted the interest rate. When you're writing the interest rate as a percent, you need to multiply it by 100. So the interest rate was 6%. And that's everything for simple interest.